Welcome back to the RaceNuts Podcast. This is episode 2. Dan and Ash. Here we are. Again.
Ashley,
Daniel.
how much of Adelaide did you see?
Enough.
So we'll kick straight into it with Adelaide.
Alright, so Adelaide 500, I probably saw about, 70% of the coverage, 60%. Not all of it, but a lot of it.
More than I did.
Yeah. It was good. Great race and great track. Good that they brought it back to 4 days and brought it back with a bang, as a lot of media outlets have been saying. Yeah.
I've heard good things. I think they've put a lot of reporting around 250,000 over the 4 days.
250,000 attendance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's not bad. Like, you compare it to other park with that 400,000.
Yeah.
But obviously, much bigger place, much bigger events.
Yeah.
A lot of internationals.
Yeah.
But it's good. We're looking at going next year. Simply from all the good things we've heard.
Absolutely. So we've already got the hotel room booked, but just need to get the tickets now on the ticket list. Yeah. So that's one of many events we'll be attending.
We've got so much on next year.
Oh yeah, next year we feel this year we've built the foundations of RaceNuts, and next year we
If you're at a Victorian-based racetrack at anything higher than just like a club level racing, you're highly likely you will see us there.
Yeah, even if it is club level.
Club racing, it's only just likely.
Yeah, it's likely we might be floating around, but yeah. But Adelaide, wheeling us back to the Adelaide 500, only good things. Watching the coverage, awesome. Track is awesome. I love a good straight track. One that incorporates a lot of overtaking.
It's very old school.
Yeah, and I think that's why TCM goes so well on it too. It's because it's got the kind of cars to like hit those curbs in the centre chicane and all that. So,
well, this is the big thing now, and we heard a lot of it, especially the success. A lot of comments of bring back the Grand Prix, Formula One need to go back there. Modern Formula One wouldn't fit.
No,
it's too. No. Not even ignoring the track. I think the track would need major upgrades to go to an FIA safety rating.
Absolutely.
Because that was brought in 95, I think it was.
Yeah.
96 was the first year of the Australian Grand Prix when they brought in the Grade 1 certification to be Grand Prix circuit.
Yeah.
So they obviously never had to comply with that. So they'll have to upgrade the circuit.
Yeah, absolutely. Half of the Adelaide circuit is how close you get to the walls.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily how close you get to the wall with the runoffs. And, I can imagine the final corner where it's just grass being a major issue.
Oh yeah, because it just goes straight across the top. Yeah.
Yeah, and like a touring car or a tin top will maybe dig in there, where Formula One car where it's mainly just ground effect might not.
Yeah. But they had plenty of categories there. I think the S5000 was there. If I'm correct there. So it's obviously up to a standard of an open wheel car, which is awesome. Yeah. I didn't actually I don't know how, but now thinking about it, I managed to avoid all S5000 coverage.
I caught one race. As you know, I was away for business. I was only able to watch probably the last couple of hours. Probably an hour and a half worth of coverage prior to race 27, and then only race 28 on playback.
Yeah.
So I think it might have been race 3 of S5000 for the first Super 2 race.
Yeah.
And it was alright. It was classic S5000.
Yeah. Did they have like a good amount of cars in the field? Fielding like nine cars or 10 cars or something like that? Yeah.
From what we're hearing, like through Speedcap and stuff, that category is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Even to the point of, it's only just been announced yesterday when we're recording this, that don't know if S5000's going to be there next year, and not just at the LA 500 in general, but it seems that there's rumbles of real questions if it can continue at all.
No.
Because the cars are in the country. The people that have the cars, people just can't afford to run. We saw it at the Grand Prix 2 years ago when they brought
20 odd cars? 20 plus?
I don't know if it would have been more than 20, but it would have been somewhere between 15 and 20.
Yeah.
There's something close to that.
Yeah.
So the cars are here.
They're
too expensive, and they're also not making the exposure they need for their sponsors.
Yeah.
So, but Trans Am Australia has been added to the 2024 bill.
For supercars.
for the 500.
Oh, for the 500. Ah, okay.
So I don't know if
that's weird. Two
Well, that's
big
not right.
V8s going against each other in that way of Trans Ams and the V8 supercars.
Yeah, actually, now you bring it up.
Yeah, because that's been a big thing is that they are each other's rivals in that way.
Sort of, but that's owned by the same people.
Yeah, same like body type in such a way, and
Yeah.
a lot of similarities.
Well, look how they cracked the six when SVG was going to have a go at one.
Yeah,
About 5 months ago.
they just said, "Hold up, mate, settle down there," and then he just went to NASCAR.
Yeah,
so that went well for them.
Shocker for we'll get into the big story of the weekend. Brody Kostecki and Erebus Motorsport champions.
Yeah, cleaned up drivers champion and team champion.
Yeah, a little bit of fizzle of the champion fight because Brody came in with a 131 point lead.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and I, before anyone starts with this whole thing, I was planning all that. If you look at the onboard, when Di Pasquale fed Brown into the wall, if you look at Brown's onboard, he had no control over that car.
Yeah.
The fact that SVG was the one he hit and took out of the race with him was nothing but sheer coincidence. You couldn't plan that if you tried.
No, it's just street track, just racing. It is what it is. Just looking at the points that Brody Kostecki actually scored to, like, his final points to secure the championship, it's 2,888. Now, I'm taking note of the 888, the 888 there, which is 888 racing in a sense, and I just feel like that's a little bit of, no one else would see it, but I'm looking at the points right now. I feel like that's just a bit of icing on the cake.
Yeah.
It's just nice. So maybe because Kostecki didn't win at all over the Adelaide 500 weekend, maybe he was just playing a game. He knew the maths to get 888 into his championship numbers. There's a little bit of a fan theory there for you.
I think you should stop looking at theories.
No,
that scares me.
It's
100% crap, but that scares me.
No, he ran the numbers, and that's where he ended up.
That scares me more than the real fact of I was into I think my Beyond the Grid podcast interview with George Russell.
Yeah.
Back when he was at Williams. Oh no, but no, before he joined Mercedes, like it had been announced, and he was already doing some Mercedes training.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, when we're in the simulator, my engineer would give me math questions for me to solve while I'm driving."
Oh gosh.
And Will Buxton's like, "Oh, how hard?" And he's like, "Oh, this times by that minus this." And he's doing it all while simulating a car at 200-something kilometers an hour.
Good God,
I'd struggle to do it sitting here.
Yeah, that's an amazing amount of brain power that I don't think either of us have.
No.
To that extent.
Speaking of points, we put a post out about this. We saw a lot of comments going on what would have happened with Newcastle. As we all know, we could look back to the beginning of the year. Both Red Bulls, there was a 1-2 of Gisberg in the lead. Got disqualified from race 1 because of an incorrect position of the call box.
Yeah. Not a major thing, but still, rules are rules.
Well, it was in I think it's Class C category of rules, which if I know correctly, if I remember correctly from what happened around it, was Class C, that's all the rules around safety.
Oh, okay,
so it's a slam
it's non-negotiable,
It can't be a fine, it can't be a point deduction, it can't be a warning, don't do it again. It's, if anything touches safety, it's slam dunk. And apparently, I think the rules, the reason behind it was that it would have impeded the crush structure, having it on the driver's side so the passenger side.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I don't know, this is all 9 months ago, I got completely wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, we ran the numbers.
Yeah.
Because,
once again, we ran the numbers because so many people took note of it, and yes, it was shared into Red Bull groups and all that, but, they pointed it out, and we're like, all right, there's enough interest here. Let's have a look.
Well, let's have a look. Well, me, I'm a numbers guy. I would have had interest in it regardless.
Yeah.
So we ran the numbers, and at the end of the day, came out to, so coming into race 28, it would have been a 64-point lead to Kostecki.
Yep.
At the end of the series, with that second SVG DNF after race 28, the final race, it comes to 149 point deficit. So, arguably, do you really want to argue that one point? It made no real effect on the championship fight.
Yeah, there were many other moments throughout the season that would have a way more drastic effect on everything. Just
And I don't have the numbers on top of my head, but we did run the same numbers between Will Brown and Brock Feeney, and it came to a similar thing of Brock Feeney still would have been well clear of Will Brown.
Yeah.
So, probably would have had bigger effects all the way through, with Cam Wars picking up the win off that disqualifications and all that. I don't have enough time in the world to run those numbers.
Yeah.
Someone at VSU can do it. Not my department.
Yeah.
This was a big enough headache just doing 4 drivers.
Yeah. Yeah, no. V8 Sleep would have everything. They would have unbelievable amount of information on hand. What else supercars do we have going on?
We can look at the well, I'll touch back on that subject. So Brody Sticky, first Australian champion since 2017.
Oh yeah, from Perth, Western Australia.
From Perth. Right, interesting. Ukrainian descent. So that wasn't something I knew until I was looking into a little bit, so we could write some stuff up about him for one, and reading into his family from Ukrainian descent. So that's a bit of trivia for you, a bit of pub trivia. But first Australian-born driver to do it since J1 Cup 2017.
Yeah.
First privateer team to do it since I think Stone Brothers in 2007.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's the same for privateer as in non-factory backed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Stone Brothers, which is now ironically Erebus.
Yeah.
Betty Kaminko brought Stone Brothers racing off them in 2012.
Yeah.
In created Erebus Motorsport.
Yeah.
But the first Australian-based team to win since 2009.
Yep.
With the last one being then HRT. With the last one being then HRT, now Walkinshaw Jetta United.
Yep.
I think that might have been 2009, I think that was. Maybe. Who won 2009? What should be something? It'll really annoy me when I find out. I can see you Googling it.
I'm not.
No.
I want to. Do you want me to Google it? So, do you want the Drivers' Champion?
Because every part of me says it's Triple J and Win Cup, but he was with Triple Eight.
It is. Oh gosh, I've gone down a rabbit hole. Wikipedia. Yeah, no, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking constructors. Sorry, that's my mistake. HRT must have won the 2019 teams.
Holden Racing Team, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's that. You have anything else for Supercars to cover?
SVG's misfortune. We touched on it before.
As in throughout the whole year, kind of misfortune?
Oh, I was just thinking just Adelaide.
Oh. Well, I mean, that'd be the one to top it off.
Yeah. So, obviously, touched on it before. Unfortunate contact. Will Brown got fed to the wall by Anton De Pasquale. Totally out of control after the bounce off the wall. Just hit Gisbergen.
Yeah.
Wasn't deliberate. There's no way how it could have been.
Yeah.
So that was the end of his race and the end of the title fight.
Yeah.
Following day, didn't qualify too well. I think he might have qualified 9th or something like that.
Yeah.
And then about halfway through the race, they were reporting something was wrong with the car. There's a bit of back and forth. They were checking it out, put it back out, put it back in. He goes, no, something's definitely not right. It's pulling one way on the straights. It's pulling another way under braking. Feels like there's a loose wheel. There was a bit of speculation from the commentary that it might have been pickup of the rubber.
Yeah.
Off the circuit.
But the build-up, because the build-up was really bad of how much tire deg was happening.
Yeah, but a driver experienced as Gisbergen would know the difference. Plus, when they put him out signal, they put him out on fresh tyres and he came back in 2 or 3 laps later.
Yeah,
so,
he didn't like it. Yeah.
I think it's Mark Dutton, the team. I believe it's Mark Dutton, that's the team manager from Triple Eight.
Yeah.
He was speaking to the media the other day, saying that they couldn't find anything. But, Gisbergen's such an experienced person, and he hadn't checked out. He was still there the rest of the day. He was helping putting the truck and stuff away. So it wasn't like he just gone stuff this on going home.
Yeah.
Can't be stuffed. He was very much still there and very much frustrated by not being able to get the car out.
Yeah.
So they believe there's some issue with that chassis, and they'll be able to find it when the car gets back to Brisbane.
Yeah.
So
Which will be very soon, actually. If it's not happening now, it's happening tomorrow.
I was driving back from Queensland Monday, come back to Victoria, and I didn't see any supercar stuff because they would have still been packing up.
Yeah.
But I saw a lot of support guys.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of little car trails and stuff. A couple of the Porsche trucks.
Porsche Carreras. Yeah.
What Porsche Carrera there?
They were.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely Porsche Carrera.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. No, they should be Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they should be.
Should be there.
Getting Brisbane either today or tomorrow. I don't know what the truck schedule's like.
Yeah. Alright. What did you rate the Adelaide 500 event? Of what you saw.
From what I saw, 5 out of 5. Seemed alright. I would have liked to see a bit of a send off for Gisbergen because it's very unlikely we'll see him in a supercar
for another few years.
For a while until if and when he comes back.
Yeah.
He has talked about doing enduros, but it's very unlikely looking at his possible schedule for next year. He's doing a bit of a mix.
Yeah.
He's doing a mix of all three NASCAR series.
There's Cup, there's Trophy, is that alright? Trophy and
I'm pretty sure
Trucks.
Trucks Infinity Cup.
Yeah, that sounds right, sorry. Yeah.
So I think he's doing a mix of all three.
He's busy.
He's a busy boy.
Be racing every weekend. He already does, but he'll be racing every weekend over there.
Yeah. Stop that. I think I've got enough as it is. So probably Calvin's got to mix that up.
Yeah.
So probably not. Yeah, so a bit of a midpoint with Gizzy sent off, but then also they might have been planning for him to do burnouts and stuff, so then the race, he also retired the car.
Yeah.
Don't know if they felt right putting the car back out just to do burnouts.
Yeah.
But they said no one else did burnouts, so who knows?
Oh, Kostecki did one around the trophy.
No one else but Kostecki.
Oh, yeah.
So, Kostecki celebrated. So obviously, you almost hit the trophy.
Yeah, he got close. Yeah,
got close in it. Got hit close in the trophy during the burnouts on the main straight.
Yeah.
Then revved the guts out of it while pulling into pit lane with the trophy sitting in front of the car, and I was collected it a second time. Then no one's talking about this, and I feel like they should. Am I the one that saw him scull half a Coca-Cola bottle on top of the car?
I haven't seen anything about it.
Watch the footage after the podcast. He gets on the car, one of the Erebus blokes hands him like a 1.5 litre Coke bottle, and he just hoofs it down.
Well, I imagine you would after that. You'd feel sick in the guts, so
I feel sick talking about
it. Yeah. Well, he is a big boy. I reckon he can handle himself.
Oh, as a big boy myself, I think I messaged you. I said that's the most big boy thing. No, I messaged Adam, sorry. Yeah. So as a big boy.
That's big boy energy.
That's the most big boy thing I think I've ever seen anyone do.
Fucking hell. Nah, that's alright. No. Is that all supercars that you want to cover?
Do you want to go over the season overall? Actually, no. Do you want to miss it before we leave Adelaide?
Yeah.
It's got to be said.
Yeah.
Matt Payne.
Oh.
Mega by that bloke.
The last race of... Mate, that's what? Two rookies in 2 years? Last event? 2
rookies in 2 years to win the last event at LA 500.
Yeah.
He's getting better and better, that bloke.
Oh, he's finding his limits, and it's awesome. Is Penrite Racing, or Grove Racing, however you want to call it, I'm pretty sure it's all the same.
Penrite Racing by Grove, I think.
Alright. Sit down, boy. They're putting together some great cars. Like, they're really coming to it.
It's coming out. They're building the same. They're building they're getting the right people. The
parity's coming in some, if that's playing any kind of factor.
Oh, it definitely is. It's been a double Ford lockout for the last 4 races. A lot of parity there. Yeah. But, like, the Grove family overall, they've had a long thing with racing Porsches.
Yeah.
They did, I think it was the Dubai 4-hour.
Yeah.
With the Grove
that sounds
and
right.
NLD Pasquale.
Yeah, I think they went to Bahrain as well. I think it sounds
yes,
right.
but not with deepest quality.
No, I think that was a different getup.
I'm not going to try and remember the names.
International drivers or something, yeah.
Which actually, Richie's going to get a crack in that.
Richie Stanaway?
Richie Stanaway's going to race on doing something. I missed the name of it. Some 12-hour before the season kicks off for Supercars. So,
okay, yeah.
No, I remember saying it 2 years ago when they brought the team, like when they brought it outright from the Kellys, like there's going to be something big.
Yeah.
They're going to the right place.
Oh, yeah. No, they're huge.
And there's a lot of glow up teams. If you look up and down pit lane, okay, Team 18, Charlie Schwarkoff.
Yeah.
Been doing that for a long time. He's had big history with DJR.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just brought in Andrew Burgess.
Yeah.
Big going on with that.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, this is the person who oversaw the Gen 3 program.
Yeah.
And knows what everyone else's cars look like on paper. So, a lot of people happy about it. Even jump straight into a team.
Yeah.
Should put Team 18 there over the moon.
Yeah, I'd say would buy. You'd imagine how much they're copping out for it.
Yeah. And then they also bring in Davey Reynolds.
Yeah.
For the Car 20C alongside Frosty.
They are.
So you have
that's a very experienced. That's a lot of years of driving.
Between those two. Yeah.
That's
between him and Frosty.
I couldn't even tell you how many years that would be.
I think Frosty started 2003. And then
that's 20 years by himself then.
Yeah, and then off my memory, I think
maybe 2006 or something for
Davison. No, Davison was like not Davison, bloody Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds.
I think 2012 or 2011.
Yeah. Wow. So at least 30 years.
Combination of 30 years on track experience, 2 back first wins between them, and a championship.
Yeah.
So that's a great lineup.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, your cars should be coming home safe with that.
Yeah.
If nothing else, you don't. Well, David's showing that he's still hungry for these podiums.
Yeah.
He still wants it, and that's awesome. And I'm sure Frosty is too. But it's just not going his way.
Reynolds hungry for it.
Yeah, Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I got that the wrong way.
I did the same thing.
The wrong way around.
The same again. Premiere. So very similar grow. Okay, not on track racing, but they've already had they've still got their hands in the pot. Peter Zebras, that's the bloke I'm looking for.
Yeah.
He does his own drag racing. It's all about it.
Yeah.
They're same thing. They're pulling in a lot of good people.
Yeah.
I reckon Tickford now they're going to shed a lot of weight in terms of they'll lose a lot of people, but they're going to become a lot more flexible.
Yeah.
I reckon they're going to be real danger next year.
Yeah.
So you look up and down the paddock, and it's hard to look up and down pit lane. It's hard to find a donkey.
Yeah.
It's hard to find something going like, no, they're going to have another rough one.
Yeah, no. Everyone's going up a step now. And now that the Fords they've sent off a couple of supercars to the States for wind tunnel testing, and just all this data from this whole season of different tracks and everything, it's all going to go to the one core of supercars.
Yeah.
And it's just next year,
it's going to be sorted.
It's going to be sorted, and hopefully it's going to be just unreal. And hopefully, I don't mind if the cars are a little bit different, like say a Ford's faster in a corner and
that's sort of that's why you don't want it to be a spec series.
Yeah.
Because that's what gets boring, and that's what made the Commodore Falcon battle so good. Because changed every year when they were doing a model every year or so, but you would get cars that were just great in certain corners but others are better than the straights, and you'd get those factors. So
and those factors would lead to just battles and iconic battles that now you would know the commentary too if you heard it and all that. So yeah.
Another young son came to see Ryan Wood.
Yes, he is. He just finished in
Super 2.
Super 2, yeah.
I think he finished 6th.
Yeah.
But it came out of the blocks really hard. I think he had 2 or 3 of the first 6 race wins.
Yeah.
So he was signed up before halfway through the season, signed up before he could even do an endurance.
Shit. Yeah.
So obviously everyone's walk, try and journey like what they see.
Yeah.
So I'm keen to see what he can do. I think it's going to be. I wouldn't expect I reckon we'll see flashes next year.
Yeah.
I reckon we're going to see flashes of speeds and a lot of accidents. Rookies, you expect it. Especially when his first weekend, the car's going to be bad first.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be expecting the world out of him next year.
Yeah.
But I reckon we'll be seeing flashes to say, this is going to be something.
Absolutely.
We just saw that with Matt Payne, where he had a bit of a rough start of the season.
Yeah, just
They're getting
figuring,
faster,
and constantly making top 10 shootouts.
Yeah,
all
making
the time.
top 10 shootout. He made top 10 in Bathurst, didn't
I believe so.
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he came last Sunday,
Yeah.
started
Saturday and Sunday, I think.
Yeah, but in terms of the race on Sunday, started P2 alongside Kostecki. Okay, eventually got the position of Kostecki.
Yeah.
And then just ran away.
Just had pace, great pace. Yeah.
Was never at danger of losing the net lead.
No, it was his to lose.
Yeah, his only mistake that they pointed out in the broadcast was at one point he clobbered one of the tyre
bundles or something.
Pretty hard.
Yeah.
But that was it.
Yeah.
It was top drive.
Absolutely.
But probably the only shame was being the last race. His win got immediately overshadowed by
the championship. Yeah. And Cam Waters actually won on Saturday too, which was also overshadowed by Kostecki's championship, which I get.
Yeah.
But those drivers know they won, and they'd be a bit ecstatic about that.
Oh yeah, big ticket.
All right. Anything else supercars you want to cover?
I'm just trying to think about the gala night.
They did. Tickford put out a funny video.
Yeah.
As they've been getting good at.
Hangover theme video.
Yeah.
Chaz won the Best and Fairest Drivers Award.
Yep.
Kostecki won the Drivers Award, which is a award awarded by all the other drivers. Only they vote in it.
Yep.
So those are the big winners that I know about. I'm pretty sure there's pretty others other media stuff and all that they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all that's what's on my head from supercars. Oh, we can go through Super 2.
Yeah, if you want. How that also got decided within the race through.
I didn't get to watch it. I got to watch race 1, but I know Kai Allen has won the championship.
Yeah, Kai Allen won the championship because who was he contending?
What?
The name's going to slip me.
Zach Best.
Yeah, Zach Best, who has now, I believe, come second for the last few years.
Yeah, I think he came second 3 times in Super 3 and then second last year.
Yeah.
Again this year.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty sure Zach Best had an incident on track or something, and it just put him out of the. Yeah. Put him out, and that was that. Kai Allen just had to bring her home, really. And, so that's unfortunate, but what can you do?
Was it Job Stewart that won Super 3?
Super 3 championship winner
was the Erebus guy.
It was Chris Smurdon.
No.
Yeah, that's what it's telling me here, mate.
What do you think?
I'm looking at Super 3. Chris Smurdon, and then Jason. She's right. I might be on the.
I think you look over the race results.
No, there's no way I'm looking at the wrong thing here. This is on the Supercars website itself. Unless it's just the drivers and not the fucking results. Yeah. No, I'm looking at the drivers. Chris Smurdon's fucking an old fella. How long's he been around? That's interesting. No, he's got over 3 decades of racing across all levels of supercars.
Yeah, I think you just look at the driver profile. So I've got it up here on their Facebook. It was Job Stewart.
Yeah.
So good on him.
Absolutely.
Cameron McLeod.
Yeah.
For the title. We spoke to Cameron earlier this year, and seeing some of his driving, especially what he pulled off at the Bathurst International in V8 Super Tours.
Oh yeah.
We've seen a lot more of him.
Oh, absolutely. You don't make a statement like that and then not just keep them coming.
We'll think both Super 2 and Super 3 championship winners from Mount Gambier.
They must just have a good go-kart track out there.
Must be.
Just a go-kart track of every kind of corner you could ever imagine. Half straight track, half fucking Grand Prix track.
What's the name of it? Over the back here, I can't remember the name of the joint. Where out of the same general area and the same kart club, not all but some.
Yeah.
Had.
Are you talking Ipswich? Does that?
No. Over the back. This is escaping me. It's gonna really annoy me now. But out of that area came Brocky in the 70s. I was in a go-kart back then.
Yeah.
But Brocky came from Hurstbridge.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then from the same general area came
Talking about Yay or something?
No, I'm bringing up the map now.
Yeah.
It's starting to annoy me.
Oh, part of the Austin 7 Club area?
No.
No. Where are you taking us, mate? Well,
It's one of those cases where I don't know where I'm talking about.
But no one else does.
Whittlesea.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the Whittlesea Car Club. But out of that general area came Rocky back in the 70s, came from Hurstfield, which is nearby.
Yeah.
But out of the Whittlesea Car Club came the Davison Brothers.
Yeah.
The Craig Lowndes.
Yeah. Was Win Cup out of there too?
And Jamie Whincup.
Yeah.
I think there's been a few others, but those are the ones that I know off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But it's
That's a fun little fact. Yeah. Take that one and run. That's a little treat for you. A little nugget of information off Dan.
More interesting nugget. I was meant to bring this up earlier when we talking about the testing. The cars we sent over for their testing are the two 888 DGR wildcards. So from DGR, Simona Dico with Best Australia, and now Sub 2 winner Kai Allen's Mustang.
Yeah.
And Craig Lowndes and Zach
Goddard.
That's right. Yeah. Zach Goddard's wildcard Camaro.
Oh, okay.
Those ones have been set up. They're probably been re-stickered.
Yeah, they'd just be plain or something. Yeah,
just be plain.
Yeah, just to keep it easy.
Well, they would have repaired the whole thing after that first.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so let's move on. We had Formula 1 as the only real other. We had Formula 1 as a real other big ticket this weekend.
Yeah.
You won't believe who won it.
Oh, Checo Perez.
Nah. You really had a 50-50 there and you missed out.
How's the Max song go?
I'm not telling you how to do Super Max.
Well, in editing, hopefully we can enter the Max song right now.
I'd rather we not. If someone's listened to us for this long, I don't think they deserve to cop Super Max. Or either that, or probably the worst thing to do is just play the Dutch national anthem. Yeah. But no, Max won. No contest. Oh, a little bit of competition at the front, but looking back on it, a few commentators were saying, sorry. But since how many alarms don't work. When,
shit. Here we go.
I missed out on these bloody hats.
Alright.
Got me filthy.
Anyway, I'll take over for a minute.
Yeah, you take over from me while I just buy from another podcast.
Yeah. Alright. So I don't really know what to say, but I think I'll start to chalk the podcast up a bit.
40 bucks. Fine. Jesus.
Yeah, so F1, obviously clean slate basically for Max Verstappen. All said and done at Abu Dhabi. It was well done before that. I don't even remember the circuit that it was done at. It was quite a bit ago now.
Max Championship.
Yeah. You do this to yourself. You try to remember something.
I'm pretty sure it was Japan.
Yeah.
Qatar, because it was in the sprint race.
Right. Well, there we go. A little nugget of info. Yeah. So there's that. But other than that, really, that's no real news. RaceNuts, us, we have started a group for everyone to join. It's called Racing Down Under. We want your posts in it. We don't want to be the ones constantly propping it up. We will prop it up and build a foundation on it.
We want to hear your stories. We want to hear your commentaries and your thoughts. What's happening. It's going to be a little bit quiet next couple of months over because we're in the off season.
A lot of circuit racing and stuff, like when speedway season and stuff, which is a lot harder for us to get to. But that's what I was going to say. The other day I wanted to drive up to Wangaratta Speedway, and that's all good and stuff. But it's only all good though if you go on the right day when it's actually on. So it was actually on the Friday. I drove up on the Saturday.
You went up?
Yeah. I got all the way up.
That's a 4-hour drive.
I got way up there. And I was like, shit, it's pretty quiet. I thought there was something meant to be on, but happens to be the Facebook post I had looked at was I thought it said 1 hour. It was actually 1 day ago that Facebook post was posted, so I missed the marker on that one.
Holy, why?
It was a good job though. On the way back, I was singing to tunes. It was awesome.
You would have to. I'd punch out my windscreen.
Nah, I wasn't mad. I was just kind of
like, an 8-hour round trip.
Yeah.
To look at a closed lock fence.
That's exactly what I did too. It's actually quite a nice park around there too.
I can imagine that's all you could do was park. Did you do anything else in Wangaratta, or did you just go
I
home?
just I got there, went, shit, this is pretty quiet. I thought this was meant to be popping off. And I just kind of parked up for a minute in the shade. It was a pretty hot day, and I was just pondering a bit. I'm like, well, what do I do now? Do I just stay on this side of town, or do I just drive home and make it back for the qualifying for Vegas? And so I'm like, screw it. I drove back, and I drove back. So that's my story of if you go into a speedway or traveling a decent amount of time to a racetrack or anything, just double check that it's actually on that day. I speak for it's not a mistake I'll make twice.
That is legendary for me. It was great. I was floating around when this happened too.
Yeah. I'd seen you earlier that day.
You had?
Yeah.
We had a meeting earlier that day.
Yeah.
And no one, obviously you haven't told anyone because this has not got back to me till now.
Oh, no, I think I told a couple mates, but I don't know, just not that big of a thing, I guess. But it's
your
fun.
name in the group chat's getting changed. Date checkers. That's making me nervous now about buying the hotel room for next year's Adelaide 1200.
Oh yeah, you should.
Because I had you checking the dates.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do it all again myself.
Yep. Nah, don't trust this guy, apparently.
Jackass.
Yeah. So there's that. That was a long drive up to Hume.
4 hours.
It was a good drive.
That's like a full tank of fuel.
Yeah, and then some. So yeah, we'll finish the podcast off on that note. So thanks for listening once again. If you somehow listened this long, if not, thanks.
We do appreciate it. We'll do a bit of an update. We're going to probably go a little bit quiet on the podcast front. Yeah. Over the next couple of months, we might do a couple of news podcasts as the season starts to roll around.
Yep. We will try to cover some speedway stuff.
We'll definitely try. We'll go to something.
We'll go to something. Hopefully on the right day. Should be good. Love some speedway stuff.
You'll be driving, so I don't trust your date checking skills.
Yeah.
I'm not wasting all my fuel money on your adventures around the countryside.
Yeah.
Seeing closed racetracks. Thanks. If you want to, well, at least when Sandown closes, we can just go there all the time because it's a lot closer.
Yeah.
Instead of just going to it when it's...
Probably end up in a V8 drive experience. Just going there on a random day.
Yeah, do that. Looks good.
Yeah.
But we're probably going to go a little bit quiet because obviously we don't have much to talk about. We are sussing out distributors, so if you listen to us on Facebook or YouTube, hopefully somewhat soon, probably when we get closer to the season starting, we're going to find a distributor, and we will be on Spotify and Apple Music and Google Music and Podbeam, whatever you use. But they're a monthly thing, so we're probably going to start on that when it gets closer because we're not going to pay for it until January.
Yeah, so. and we'll come back with better segments and better structure. That's
a lot of thing about what 23 for us has been, both on the podcast front, on our Facebook and videos and interviews. A lot of it's been building. Some of the videos haven't been great. Some of this podcast, there's a whole lost episode that will never see the light of day.
No.
Technically, this is episode 3.
Yeah. This is the third time we've sat, well, probably about the 5th time we've sat down to record.
We've done a few test runs.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole episode that we listened to it and went back and never see the light of day.
We were basically sleep deprived and trying to do something, but yeah.
We've learned not to do that.
Yeah.
So basically, it's going to be bigger and better in 24. It's going to be a lot more streamlined. And a lot we've done this year is just get the infrastructure, connect to a few people. You know, we've made some real big, I wouldn't say big connections, but we made connections with people in the industry that
Yeah.
something to know who we are and what we're about and what we want to do.
Yeah, next year we pretty much go balls to the walls.
Also, this podcast will become a lot more regular. It won't be just once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
We're hoping, we're not going to guarantee, but we're hoping maybe every race week for domestic
That would be
series.
Good. That would be good,
If the domestic, we mean Supercars or Speed Series.
Yep.
We're hoping maybe an episode before and after each one of those category runs.
Yep.
Plus maybe around any major international events like the Bathurst 12 Hour. That's probably the one that's going to kick off with.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, and feel free to join our group of Racing Down Under and post your photos, stories, and videos into it.
And like RaceNuts on Facebook.
Yeah, get into it. Cheers.